Happy beginning of fall, everybody. Welcome to the underground lair of Stringman Guitars. We have here a Stratocaster made in Mexico. It's an upgraded one with all kind of fancy doodads, and Buddy wants a new pickup put in it because the pickup that's in it from the stock, I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't have enough bite for him. Hey, welcome back everybody to Stringman Guitars. We're in the underground lair, and we have finally got parts that I think we can make this Stratocaster work. Initially the idea was to use a JB with chrome cover on it, and it wouldn't fit in this Stratocaster with an oval hole for the pickguard. So he debated on whether to get a JB that was cream, but they only make it in a black and a cream. So we kind of tossed it around and we ended up with one of these. It's a Carvin M22T pickup. It's a very aggressive sounding pickup. I had one in a Les Paul and also had one in a Telecaster that had two humbuckers, and I really liked it. I showed him the tone chart, which was very similar to the JB. Not quite as high output, but nonetheless. So we're going to go ahead and install this into this pickguard. I'm hoping that the thread on these three screws match the Carvin. Wouldn't that be nice? So yeah, I think this is going to work out just fine. That pickup looks nice in there. Let's see here, if we're in wide open, okay. Okay, it works. So that's what it did before we took the other pickup out. Okay, boys and girls, pickup is installed, pickguard is back in place, and we're going to see what it looks like. But first I cleaned some of the DNA off the fingerboard. Now I just want to clean up the frets a little bit with the fret eraser. Fret eraser brought to you today by the letter F and the letter C for Crimson Guitars. I like their stuff. Cleans everything up nice. Very nice. These guys from the UK are okay. You know what I mean? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to string this bad boy up. Oh, first, get my 10 mil. Every time the guitar comes through the shop, you want to tighten things up that can be tightened just because weather changes a little bit. Things get loose, wood shrinks, so on and so forth. Big screwdriver. Dude, why do you not have strap locks yet? On this guitar, you really should. So I always make sure that the neck wood screws are tight. You always want to do this while using the proper size screwdriver. Alright, so we are now stringing it up. It has locking tuners, and for those of you who don't know how to use locking tuners, line up your posts so that the hole is in line with the it's in line with the direction of the pull, string pull, and you tighten the knob on the very bottom until it's tight. Once again, you take your next string, push it right on in there. Make sure the ball is seated. And tighten it down. And so forth. Okay, everybody, we're back. We've got our strings in, strings stretched, all the electronics work. Let it sit for a while. Let's take a look at our relief. Capo at the first fret, hold on at the 17th and 7th fret. We want just kissing it, and we have that. As far as string height, Fender wants 4,000s. We've got 4,000s. Across the board. Let's see the. Oh, you want to check our intonation. When I check intonation, I make sure the volume's all the way up and the tone is back, and to make sure the tuner's plugged in. Yeah, so plug in your tuner and turn it on. Yeah. Not entirely sure these strings are all stretched in, but we're close. Okay, got a good E, got a good A. A little sharp on the D there. Back here. Okay, we got the D in, G tuned. The B is on. E is on. Okay, so we're intonated. And the next trick is we are going to, we want to do pickup height. Pickup height. Got this tool over here. Use the middle to thickest. So your thick side is your bass side. Holding down the body, and that's too high. Assemble that. Okay, we're good there, we're good there. And the humbucker can come up a hair. Okay, now for the treble side. It's a little thinner one. You can go down some. So you need to check both coils on the, there we go. On the humbucker, this side you can control. That side you only have one screw. Alright, we're going to shift camera angles. And we're going to take the magic block out the back. That way everything intonation wise and all that stuff will stay where it's supposed to stay. So we'll change camera angles. How do we set a floating trem on a Fender? Fender right here where the bridge plate starts to bend, where the bottom edge loses its flatness. So right about there, they want you to measure 1/8 of an inch. So you use your roller that has 1/8 of an inch on it, get it all strung up, and then you move the bridge to incorporate one of these lovely things from Skyscraper Guitars. They're a stepped block, and see they're at an angle and they have little steps up there, and I've got 4 different sizes, using the thinnest size for this one because it has the big heavy trem block. So what you do is you release the trem onto the block until it doesn't move. Now that we have everything set up, we're going to start to tighten the claw. It's starting to get loose. You are recording, aren't you? Almost. Now when the block does come out, you'll be slightly out of tune, to be expected. I think I just about got it, boys and girls. It just comes right out. Let's see how far we fell out of tune. Okay, so everything went a hair sharp, which meant just slight adjustments, but I still have my 1/8 inch here. Let's see how it sounds. Alright. That's your neck. These two. Just the middle. Now your common middle. Now your hum. Yeah, the rolling cube action there. So yeah, I'm gonna slap the back cover on this. Call it a day. We have the pickup that we put in the bridge is a Carvin M22T. Very, very much like the SD that he wanted, but the SD wouldn't fit in here. Fender Deluxe Stratocaster with a 20 dB S1 switching, 2-point trim, the bent saddles, everything is lubed up. All we have to do is put the cover on the back. So, the world of politics is getting crazy, especially online. People are getting mad at everybody who doesn't believe the same way they do. I mean, the world is going nuts. Love your neighbor. Take care of each other. Peace. Please subscribe and like. Pass the video on to your friends.